All right, I'm going to take you from start to finish exactly what to do to start an agency from $0 to $10,000 within a few weeks. I'm literally going to lay out everything, the niche, what to offer the niche, how to actually reach out to them, and the fulfillment. So the niche, I literally just looked up niches on Google. I found a website, I scrolled down and I picked the first niche, which was home builders. The second thing we need to do is we just need to figure out how much they make. So I looked up on Google, how much do home builders make? Now the problem is if you just look up how much home builders make, a lot of times ZipRecruiter will tell you, oh, they make, $50,000 a year, $40,000 a year. But usually they're telling you what someone that's an employee of a home builder would make, not the actual home builder themselves or the person that owns the company. So I just like to look up how much home builders make on Reddit. This gives you a more accurate assessment of what people are actually saying. Also, there's tons of discussions that happen on Reddit, and you can really understand the industry within like 20 minutes of just reading through Reddit. Now, I did read through a lot of these. The problem with this is that like the research is a little tough because you're asking like, okay, how much do you make off of a house? And then people are saying, you make about 10 to 20% gross margin off of a house. So if you have a $500,000 home, you're charging about $50,000 to make that $500,000 home. But I don't know anything about home builders, so I don't really know how many houses can you make per year, or how many houses do you usually make per year. So I digged through all these Reddit posts and I couldn't find really anything of how much people actually make. But I did find one on YouTube. I looked up how much contractors make, and I found this YouTube video 4 minutes long, and the guy says
average right now in the United States from the research I've done is around $90,000.
All right, $90,000 take home. That's pretty good. Anything close to $100,000 is good. Over $100,000 is great. Anything below that, below $80,000, people usually don't have as much disposable income, so they really don't have the money to spend on marketing services and stuff like that. Sometimes I do, but just a lot of times I don't. And sometimes take-home pay, especially for like businesses, is a lot different when they write it down on paper, what they report to the IRS, because we want to mark as much stuff off on taxes as possible. So people will buy a truck for their business and they'll mark it off as like, oh, this is a business expense, but you have this nice big luxury truck, stuff like that. All right, so we have the niche, we know how much they make, which meets our qualifications. Now we got to figure out how big the market is. How many home builders are there? To find that out, I just like to do a simple LinkedIn search. So I just look up home builder on LinkedIn. I looked in the United States only, and then I used keywords, owner, founder, or CEO in the title. And we have a total of 12,000 people here. Now there's about half the amount of contacts total on LinkedIn. So I'd say there's about maybe 30,000 companies that are home building companies. Anything over 10,000 I like. And we got about 16,000 people that say that they are general contractors. Cool. So general contractor / home builder, that's 30,000 people that we can kind of find on LinkedIn, maybe 50, 60,000 companies total. All right, so it's well over 10,000, big enough. I usually like going after like really big industries, like go into real estate agents, there's a million of those, marketing agencies, there's millions of those, PR firms, millions of those, staffing agencies. The more people we have in the market, the better, because there's more people to sell to. Now we have to figure out what they respond to. So I need to figure out what I need to offer to them. And to do that, we got to figure out what are they actually interested in, Now to find what they actually respond to, the first thing I'm going to look for is contractor and marketing. I'm looking that up on YouTube to see like which videos are actually performing pretty well on YouTube. Now, you might not think like, okay, why YouTube, right? But people that click on these videos, obviously they're interested in whatever the subject of that video is, right? And so I found this guy named Chuck Kyle. Chuck Kyle makes consistent videos about contractors, how to be a contractor, how to succeed, and all that jazz. If I go to his most popular videos, obviously these are his most popular, so that means that people are actually wanting to see these things, they're interested in these things. His most popular video here is how I get leads without buying them. Ooh, interesting. Contractor lead generation, how I get customers for my construction business. Now I watched this video and it literally is just a 10-minute pitch. Like he's basically saying, I tried this in the past, and nothing worked for me. And then this is what actually works, In the video, what he's saying, what actually works is if you just have good SEO on your website and you rank on Google and maybe you pay for some Google ads. And then he pitches his services and says, hey, if you want me to help you do that, you can book a call with my team below. We'll go to his second most popular video here. Is Angie Leads worth it for business owners? Okay, cool. Awesome. So Angie Leads is just a platform that you can use to buy leads. A lot of contractors use it, but it's getting more expensive. People don't really know if it's worth it. So people are responding to that. And the next one, how do contractors find jobs? So it looks like consistently contractors are figuring out how to get leads and how to get jobs, which means they are very responsive to marketing services. And his next two most popular videos are about Angie Leads, Angie's List, Home Advisor, which is just Angie's List. If you don't know anything about Angie's List, you can literally just watch these videos to understand. Again, if you just spend like 30 minutes researching the industry, you'll know a lot more than anybody else. All right, now I'm going to go on Facebook, try to find Facebook groups around marketing, specifically for contractors or home builders. and see if people are actively raising their hand saying, yes, I'm interested. What I like to do is I like to look up the niche, so like contractor or home builder, and then the word business or the word marketing or the word growth, or leads. So like contractor leads, then a group should come up of like people that are selling contractor leads. All right, I'm looking up contractor business. We have the contractor business success community. Now this is a private group, so I can't see anything that people are responding to, but I like to look at the admins. So we've got an admin here, Justin. I'm going to go through his profile and see if he makes any posts that are targeted towards contractors. This first post here, he's giving a whole bunch of testimonials. He helped one guy go from 0 to 300,000. Help this guy 5x, help this guy make $200,000 or $750,000, whatever, right? And at the end here, he said, would anyone be interested to achieve similar results for your business by working one-on-one together? And he has 28 comments. Let's see if these comments are people that are actually interested. Amazing, this is amazing, great work. Okay, they're just, congratulating him. Congratulations, give me a call. Okay, that guy looks like he's interested. We're gonna keep scrolling and see if we can find anything different. Here we go. Running a free training on how we scaled our contracting biz to $2 million with door-to-door sales. Comment door-to-door below to sign up, or D2D, and we'll see 55 comments. Let's see, D2D. Okay, these people are actually interested in door-to-door sales. Interesting. Interested in door-to-door sales. 100 comments. Okay, interesting. Why is there 100 comments? Who wants my free training on how to get free residential leads on Facebook? 100 comments. So people are interested in getting residential leads on Facebook. I don't really know what a residential lead is, but here we have leads. These are all interested. Okay, so we found what people are responding to. Door-to-door sales and somewhat of some SEO from the YouTube videos that we saw. People are wanting, to grow not want to use Angie's List. They want to kind of control the systems themselves. They want to have their own website, and also how to get free residential leads through Facebook. That's what we found so far. We can do more digging, more research. We're just trying to see, what are people actually watching? What are people actually clicking on? Not what they say that they want. I mean, we can call them and we can ask them what they actually want, and that sometimes helps. But what are they actually responding to? All right, so here would be the game plan. It looks like they're pretty active on Facebook, so I would start there. I would do some Facebook outreach, create a Facebook group, all that jazz. They're also pretty active on YouTube. Obviously, there was plenty of channels with plenty of views. And so anything over 10,000 views on a video consistently is pretty good within those specific niches, right? And so that guy was getting over 10,000 views. And so the audience is pretty receptive on there. And so I think I would go on YouTube as well. And then also just getting a hold of them on Facebook looked pretty easy. If people are responsive on there, then it should be easy to reach out to them. Also, there's plenty of Facebook business pages. If I just look up contractors on Facebook, I can see all the Facebook business pages, and they'll have their phone numbers within there, and they are really receptive. They will pick up the phone if you just call the number that's on their Facebook business page. The very first action I would take in order to get as many sales calls as I possibly can, as many clients as I can, I would actually just try to post something similar to what this guy posted, something about door-to-door sales, something about Facebook leads into a Facebook group, right? A Facebook group that has 10,000 members and they're all contractors. Just get in front of 10,000 people like for free just by posting in those groups. Now, a lot of times people will kick you out of a group if they see that you're selling things, but a lot of groups aren't monitored anymore, right? People aren't really checking up on them. And so if you see other people in the group promoting themselves, you can probably promote yourself. And so I would just promote yourself, post something like that in the group. Those usually get you like 50, 100 comments and get you your first couple clients like that, like really easily. The next thing I would do is I would try to start a YouTube channel. I'd probably create 5 videos off the bat and then try to do like 2 videos per week on YouTube. Now, the thumbnails don't have to be great. The videos don't have to be great. I would probably follow the same format as that other guy was doing, where he's just sitting and talking to his camera for 10 minutes. And I would try to make the thumbnails slightly better than everybody else's. And obviously all the other thumbnails weren't that great anyway. And I would do the exact same videos that the other guy was posting. You just mimic their style. So whatever their top videos are, you go to all the top channels, all the top videos, and just mimic the style, the copy, everything, the title from that video. YouTube is its own separate beast. It's not really too difficult to get set up and running and get calls from it. And it is a long-term play, so you're not going to get like results this week. But if you're trying to have an agency for the long term, if you just do that for 2 months, YouTube for 2 months, you will start getting consistent calls from that, like 40, 60 calls a month from it. And so it is well worth putting in that time. Then I would also create a Facebook group. And again, this is another thing it's going to take time to build, whatever. It's a long-term play, but I'm playing for the long term, right? So building a Facebook group around, I would just call it like Contractor Connect group, right? Just trying to get people to connect, or contractor leads, contractor marketing, so that people that are joining, they're obviously interested in getting more leads or marketing, whatever. And so trying to get a lot of people joining from there, and just making a group, having at least 5 posts within the group so that, it's not just empty and blank, and then trying to get people to join by, inviting people that are in those other groups or people that are already your friends. So once I have that foundation, YouTube kind of good, Facebook group up and running, that's the long-term plays. Now we can start thinking about short-term, getting people to respond today. Obviously, that Facebook post that we put out should have some responses coming in really quickly. And then the cold outreach, I would literally just do SMS, the FaceTime cold call strategy I just put up a couple weeks ago. You can literally just take the phone numbers from the Facebook business pages. They're really high quality. A lot of them are mobile phone numbers. You can also use Leads Gorilla. That's what I use to scrape Facebook business pages. It'll give you hundreds of phone numbers, hundreds of emails that you can use to reach out to them. I probably would do automated Facebook messages, so go into Facebook groups and use the automation to reach out to them, but also automated SMS to reach out to them, and then manual calls. So I would just call them one by one. And that shouldn't be too hard. Like if you do that for 2-3 hours a day of just actually calling, sending the SMS, and sending Facebook messages and posting in Facebook groups, there's no reason you shouldn't have 5 to 10 calls per day just with those strategies. But what are we actually saying in these messages? What's the pitch that we're actually, pitching to them? Now, like I said, they were interested in SEO. They were interested in websites a little bit, from the YouTube videos. They're also interested in door-to-door sales, and they were interested in finding leads for free on Facebook. Now, it's kind of funny. I actually tried a door-to-door sales offer. I was reaching out to solar companies. I saw people were really interested in the traditional methods of marketing. So I pitched something once. I sent like 100 texts out saying, hey, we can help you build a door-to-door sales teams. And I got so many people interested, so many calls. People were like, yeah, how do we do it? How do we do it? I had no clue how to do it. If I literally just did a week's worth of research, I probably could have figured it out, but I didn't. And so I think a door-to-door sales team thing you can make a ton of money where you say, hey, we'll help you build out a sales team. It'll cost $15,000. We'll get you 3 people, create the scripts for you, get the permits in the neighborhoods, and we'll start doing the door-to-door sales. I don't know anything about that though, and I don't really want to learn. Same with SEO. I can build a website. I might be able to learn Google Ads. SEO just seems like a whole nother beast I really don't want to learn right now. So probably wouldn't want to do SEO, but the leads through Facebook thing, I could probably do that. I have this thing that I use called a partnership agency. Basically, you're just helping the companies that you're working with create more partnerships, and they close deals through those partnerships. It's a little weird, but how it works is if I'm a contractor, usually you're relying on other contractors, word of mouth, like your network, to get more jobs, right? So this real estate agent, has somebody who wants to build a house rather than buy one. This architect has a family of 4 that wants to build a new house, and they have $1 million budget, right? And so you have all these different people that you can connect with, and if you connect with them, you'll have jobs being fed to you. For example, I had someone in my group. He has a brother in Arizona who is a countertop contractor, and he reached out to all the other contractors in Arizona saying, hey, I'm a countertop contractor. I just want to see if you guys need any help with what you're doing, any projects that you're doing right now. I can help you with countertops, right? He was able to get a year's worth of jobs within just like a couple days of outreach, just reaching out to people saying, hey, I just want to see if you want to partner up in any way. So it is way more lucrative than Facebook ads or Google ads or SEO, because you have this thing that you just create partnerships with people. You only do it one time, and now you have partnerships for life, and they feed you hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of jobs. Another example, I have a friend who's a beekeeper, weird example. He has someone that he's partnered with where it's a pest control company, and the pest control company feeds him the beekeeping jobs. Pest control companies usually can't remove bees because you have to do it in a specific way. You can't really kill them, and that's all really what pest control companies do. They just kill everything. And so he feeds the leads to the beekeeper because he can't do it himself, right? And so the beekeeper can just partner up with 5 different pest control companies and get leads fed to him for the rest of his life without having to do any marketing. And he was making like $20,000 a month from one partnership. And so if he had 5 partnerships, now you're at $100,000 a month just being a beekeeper. And so people are interested in getting Facebook leads for free. I could pitch that offer. Hey, we can help you get more leads for free. We can help you create these partnerships, right? And pitch that offer to them, and then try to sell them on that partnership agency thing. The thing with selling it is that you can only really sell it as like a one-time thing, a one-off thing. Like, hey, I'll help you create the partnerships one time, and then from there, we're done. But you could sell it anywhere between $3,000 to $5,000. So my message would be something probably like, hey, I just want to see if you're open to a partnership. I can bring you 7 people that are interested in your contracting services this month. Would you be open to chat? Hey, I want to see if you're open to a partnership. I have some architects, some real estate agents that I want to connect you with, and they can bring you consistent leads. Would you be open to that? I probably would start at like trying to sell it at a lower ticket price, like probably like $900, $1,000, $1,500, just to start. Just to see if people are responsive. And usually if someone bites at that $900 mark, then I know I can just raise the price. And if someone bites at the $1,500, I know I can raise the price, and you just keep going from there. I would probably not do a free trial client. Free trial clients rarely ever work. And so even though like you get them results, they rarely stay on long term because if you gave them something for free and then you ask them to pay for it, they're like, oh, well, I got it for free. So if you went to McDonald's, they give you a cheeseburger for free, and then they ask for $20 for the next cheeseburger. You're like, I already got one for free, so might as well leave. So you could do a free trial client, not to expect for them to stay on long term, but just to get them in the door, just to test it out, just to get a testimonial from them or something, and then keep going to other people. But I personally have never had a client that I worked with for completely free, right? I've never done like a free trial like that. And I started where all you started. I started with 0 clients, 0 experience, 0 everything. And yet I still was able to get clients by just asking money up front and acting like I was the expert. And the main thing is, I think what a lot of people do is that they don't actually put in the work in terms of like actually sending out the messages, getting in front of people with your offer. That's all you have to do. Just people are obviously already interested in this thing. You just have to get in front of them and say, hey, I have the thing that you want. And then they're going to respond to you. And that's what people don't do. So you don't call people because you don't really like calling people. But if you call people, you get in front of them, they're going to actually be interested. So if you spent 3 hours a day, 2 hours a day, actually just putting in the effort, you would get 5 to 10 sales calls, no problem. I could easily scale to 10, 20K within the first month or two myself, just doing that. Now, if you want me to help you one-on-one every single day, do the research for you, pick the niche, create the offer, create the outreach messages, and automate all your messages so that it's automatically sending the messages for you and getting in front of people for you so that you're getting 5 to 10 booked calls per day. If you're interested in that, you can book a call directly with me below. If you're not interested in investing and actually putting in some effort in, please do not book a call with me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. I'll talk to you soon.